What is up, everybody? You think you know Ireland? You think it's all about Dublin and the Cliffs of Moher? Well, I'm here to tell you that you are completely wrong. We are about to uncover the most epic hidden gems across this entire country, places most tourists will never find. I'm giving you the keys to a version of Ireland that feels like a fantasy world come to life. I've spent an insane amount of time and money putting together the ultimate list of Ireland's best-kept secrets. And trust me, you are not prepared for what you're about to see. We're going on a high-octane mission to find the most breathtaking, mind-blowing spots on the Emerald Isle. Right now, smash that like button until it turns blue and hit that subscribe button. Let's do this. Because we are starting this challenge right now. Forget everything you thought you knew because we're about to explore 10 unbelievable locations that are going to blow your mind. We're talking ancient castles, cliffs that are literally bigger than the famous ones, and entire towns that feel like a secret just waiting to be discovered. Let's get into the first hidden gem. It's an absolute game changer. For our first hidden gem, we're heading to the Dingle Peninsula. Most tourists miss this masterpiece. The coastline is on another level, with dramatic, jaw-dropping views. Cliffs plunge into the wild Atlantic, and roads twist along the edge of the world. Exploring the Slea Head Drive, you'll find mind-blowing views of rugged coastlines and ancient stone forts. This place is an absolute 10 out of 10. You feel disconnected, like you found a secret paradise. This is the definition of a hidden gem. Wild, remote, and unbelievably beautiful. The Atlantic's raw power and the green hills create pure magic. Hidden along this coastline are some of the most charming villages you'll ever see. Okay, so after that mind-blowing drive, we've arrived in the village of Dingle itself, but we're not just here to look around. I'm issuing a challenge. Find the most authentic hidden pub in this town. While most people flock to the main street, we're diving deep into the back alleys and side streets to find the real heart of this place. We're looking for a pub that's also a hardware store, or one where traditional Irish music is played by locals who have been coming for generations. This is the ultimate test of a true explorer. We spent hours wandering through these colorful streets, and it's like stepping back in time. The buildings are painted in every bright color you can imagine. Bright blues, vibrant pinks, and cheerful yellows. Every corner you turn, there's another hidden laneway, or a quirky shop that's been family-owned for 100 years. You can literally feel the history in the air. This isn't some tourist-built replica, this is the real deal, a living, breathing fishing village that has kept its soul completely intact. It's absolutely amazing. We eventually found it. Tucked away on a side street, we discovered Foxy John's, a pub that is literally also a hardware store. On one side you have people ordering pints of Guinness, and on the other, you have locals buying nails and tools. It is one of the most unique and incredible places I have ever been. This is what I'm talking about when I say hidden gems. This is the kind of authentic experience you just can't find in a mainstream travel guide. It's quirky, it's real, and it's absolutely unforgettable. So, the Dingle Peninsula is a must-do. It's not just about the epic views or the thrilling drive, it's about discovering these small, charming pockets of authentic Irish culture that have been preserved for centuries. It's about the adventure of getting lost and finding something truly special that you can have all to yourself. This place gets a solid 10 out of 10 on the hidden gem scale, but believe it or not, our next location is even more magical. Get ready because we're heading to a real-life fantasy filming location. Are you kidding me? Look at this place! We've just arrived at our second hidden gem, the Dark Hedges in Northern Ireland, and wow, it is even more insane in person than it is in pictures. This is literally the King's Road from Game of Thrones. Walking down this road feels like you've stepped through a portal into another dimension. These ancient beech trees form a perfect, hauntingly beautiful tunnel over the road, and the way the light filters through the branches is pure magic. This is, without a doubt, one of the most surreal and breathtaking places on Earth. These trees were planted by the Stuart family way back in the 18th century. Their goal was to create an epic, impressive entrance to their mansion, Gracehill House. I'd say they succeeded. They planted over 150 beech trees, and over the centuries, they've grown together to form this incredible natural cathedral. It's a living, breathing work of art that has stood for almost 300 years. You can feel the history and the mystery in the air as you walk beneath these twisted, interlocking branches. It's an experience that will give you literal goosebumps. Now here's the secret. Most tourists show up in the middle of the day, when the road is packed with people and buses, and it completely ruins the magic. That is a rookie mistake. The ultimate way to experience the Dark Hedges is to come at sunrise or sunset. We got here before anyone else, and we have this entire legendary location all to ourselves. The morning mist was rolling through the trees, the birds were just starting to sing, and it was completely silent. It was one of the most peaceful and awe-inspiring moments of my life. I'm telling you, this is a challenge you have to accept. Set your alarm for an insane hour, drive out here in the dark, and watch the sunrise through these magical trees. It's 1,000 times better than seeing it with a crowd. You get to experience the true atmosphere of the place, the eerie, enchanting, and slightly spooky vibe that makes it so legendary. This isn't just a photo opportunity, it's a full-blown mystical experience, but the story of this place gets even crazier and there's a ghostly legend we have to investigate. Okay, so this place isn't just famous for its beauty, it's also known for being one of the most haunted locations in Ireland. Legend says that the ghost of a mysterious figure known as the Grey Lady haunts this very road. They say she silently glides along the path, weaving between the ancient trees before vanishing into thin air as she passes the last beech tree. Some people believe she's the ghost of a maid from the nearby mansion who died under mysterious circumstances centuries ago. It's an absolutely terrifying story. Other people believe she's a lost spirit from an old abandoned graveyard that's hidden in the fields nearby. We actually went looking for it and it's incredibly creepy and overgrown. The thought of a ghost from that forgotten cemetery wandering this road at night is insane. On Halloween night, the legends get even wilder. They say the Grey Lady is joined by the tormented souls of all the other bodies buried beside her. Can you imagine being here on that night? That would be the ultimate ghost hunting challenge. We decided to stay until sunset to see if we could experience any of this paranormal activity for ourselves. As the light faded and the shadows grew longer, the atmosphere here completely changed. The beautiful magical tunnel transformed into something much more ominous and spooky. Every gust of wind rustling through the leaves sounded like a whisper, and every shadow looked like a figure moving in the distance. I'm not going to lie, it was legitimately scary. We had the entire place to ourselves in the dark, and it was unbelievably intense. While we didn't see the Grey Lady herself, the experience of being at the Dark Hedges alone at night was a challenge in itself. It's one thing to see it in the daylight, but it's another thing entirely to stand under these gnarled, ancient trees in the pitch black, with only the ghost stories to keep you company. This place is more than just a quick stop. It's an adventure with layers of beauty, history, and mystery. It's a 10 out of 10 hidden gem, but you have to be brave enough to experience it the right way. Now, for our next spot, we're heading to a town with a truly tragic and world-famous history. For our next hidden gem, we're heading to Cobh, County Cork. This place is literally a real-life painting. Forget everything you thought you knew about harbor towns because Cobh is on a completely different level. We're talking about houses painted in every color you can imagine, stacked up a giant hill overlooking the water. Most people just pass through Cork, but they are missing out on one of the most visually stunning places on the entire planet. This place is the definition of picture perfect. If you're planning a trip to Ireland, you need to put Cobh on your list. It's a photographer's dream, an artist's inspiration, and just an incredible place to wander around and get lost in. Forget the typical tourist traps for a day and come experience this explosion of color. Cobh has a heavy history. This town was the final port of call for the Titanic. Walking along the waterfront, you're treading the same ground they did. We visited the Titanic Museum, an immersive journey. They give you a boarding pass with a passenger's name. The most powerful part is standing on the actual pier, where passengers boarded. It's called Heartbreak Pier for a reason. This beautiful harbor was their last sight of land. Cobh is a mix of vibrant life and poignant history. You absolutely cannot miss this. We're going way off the grid to Glenveagh National Park in County Donegal. This place is massive with rugged mountains, pristine lakes, and dense forests. Most tourists stick to the coast, missing out on this insane inland kingdom. You're completely disconnected from the world, surrounded by massive, moody mountains. We've come here to find a secret, a full-blown fairy tale castle built on the edge of a lake. We're hiking one of the trails to get a bird's-eye view of the entire valley. If you want to escape the crowds, Glenveagh is the ultimate challenge. Let's go find this castle. After a long hike, we finally reached Glenveagh Castle. Tucked away on Loch Veigh, this 4-story granite fortress looks surreal against the Derryveagh Mountains. Touring the castle is like stepping back in time. The rooms are preserved with antique furniture, original artwork, and hunting trophies. The gardens are unbelievable, like a separate world. With a Gothic orangery and Tuscan garden, it's a maze of themes and exotic plants. Glenveagh National Park is a 2-for-1 deal, wild adventure and a stunning castle with magical gardens. It's one of Ireland's best-kept secrets. Welcome to Kilkenny. The entire city center is a perfectly preserved medieval maze. They call it the Marble City because of the dark, polished limestone. Kilkenny is packed with secrets. The first thing you see is Kilkenny Castle. Explore the hidden alleyways and secret passages. These narrow, cobbled lanes are called slips. It's an explorer's paradise. This entire city is an adventure. We're walking through history. We're about to uncover all of its best-kept secrets. After exploring the medieval maze, experience the real soul of Kilkenny and its legendary pubs. We're talking about historic, authentic Irish pubs that are hundreds of years old. We found Tynan's Bridge House Bar, a national treasure since 1703. There's live traditional Irish music creating an incredible, energetic soundtrack. This is the authentic heart of Ireland. By night, it transforms into one of the liveliest and most authentic cities in Ireland. It's a city of incredible depth and character. Everyone knows the Cliffs of Moher, right? But the Slieve League cliffs are absolutely insane. Most tourists miss this spot. These cliffs are nearly 3 times higher than the Cliffs of Moher. It's so high, you can literally see the curvature of the earth. This place makes you feel incredibly small. Forget the crowds. This is where you find the real Ireland. If you want the full experience, take on the Pilgrim's Path. It's a $1 million view that you have to earn. One man's path is as intense as it sounds. This is a rugged, narrow ridge with terrifying drops. The views are out of this world. The entire area is steeped in history. It's a mix of natural beauty, extreme adventure, and ancient spirituality. If you come to Ireland, skip the tourist traps and come here. Prepare to have your mind blown by the beauty of the Slieve League cliffs. Don't miss it. Okay, so you think you know Belfast? You've probably heard about the Titanic Museum, which is cool, but we're about to show you a side of the city that is 1,000,000 times more alive. We're going deep into the Cathedral Quarter, and this place is literally an explosion of creativity. It's like we took a blank city and gave 1,000 artists an unlimited budget to paint whatever they wanted. Every single alleyway, every brick wall is covered in the most incredible street art I have ever seen in my life. This isn't just random graffiti, this is a world-class outdoor art gallery that's completely free. We spent hours just wandering through the narrow streets, and every corner we turned, we found another masterpiece. We're talking about massive, building-sized murals that are so detailed, you could stare at them for an hour and still find new things. They tell stories about the city's history, its culture, and its future. It's like the entire neighborhood is communicating with you through art. We even found a hidden alleyway that was like a secret portal to another dimension, completely covered from top to bottom in neon paint and mind-bending designs. It was absolutely insane. This whole area used to be the heart of Belfast's old merchant trade, but now it's been completely reborn as the city's creative engine. It's packed with art studios, quirky galleries, and theaters. You can literally feel the energy buzzing in the air. We watched a street performer juggling fire while a band played traditional Irish music just down the street. It's this incredible mashup of old and new, where historic cobblestone streets are the canvas for the most modern and vibrant art. It's the coolest neighborhood transformation I have ever seen, and the best part is that it's always changing. We talked to a local artist who was working on a new mural, and he told us that the art here is like a living, breathing thing. New pieces pop up all the time, covering old ones, so every time you visit you see something completely new. It's like the city is constantly reinventing itself right before your eyes. So forget boring museum tours. The real art in Belfast is out here on the streets, and it is absolutely epic. You have to see it to believe it. But the Cathedral Quarter isn't just about what you can see during the day. When the sun goes down, this place transforms into a completely different world. The real secret to this neighborhood is its hidden nightlife. We're not talking about regular bars. We're talking about secret, hidden speakeasies that you would never find unless you knew exactly where to look. We were on a mission to find the most hidden bar in the entire city, and the challenge was way harder than we thought. It's like a real-life treasure hunt for adults. We got a tip from a local to look for a specific unmarked black door in a dark alleyway. There was no sign, no lights, nothing. It looked like it led to nowhere. We almost walked right past it, but we knocked on the door, a little slot opened up, and a guy asked us for a password. I'm not even kidding, a real password. It felt like we were in a spy movie. Once we got inside, it was like we had stepped back in time. It was this tiny candlelit bar with incredible cocktails and live jazz music. It was one of the coolest experiences ever. And the music scene here is on another level. We stumbled into this old historic pub called the Dirty Onion, which is in one of the oldest buildings in Belfast. It has this massive beer garden outside, and there was a live band playing traditional Irish music. The entire place was packed with people singing and dancing. The atmosphere was absolutely electric. It's not some performance for tourists. This is the real deal. It's the heart and soul of the city's music scene, and it's happening every single night of the week. So, my challenge to you is this. When you come to Belfast, spend a night exploring the Cathedral Quarter with no plan. Just wander the streets, follow the sound of music, look for hidden doors, and see what you discover. I promise you, you'll find something amazing. This neighborhood is a maze of secret spots and incredible experiences, from the mind-blowing street art to the hidden speakeasies. It's the most vibrant, creative, and exciting part of the city, and it's a side of Belfast that most people never get to see. This is the ultimate urban adventure. Okay, forget everything you think you know about Irish food. We're not talking about just potatoes and stew. We're heading to a small town on the coast called Kinsale, and I'm telling you, this place is the secret gourmet capital of the entire country. It's like someone took all the best chefs in the world and challenged them to open a restaurant in this one tiny town. Every single street is lined with award-winning restaurants, cute cafes, and incredible foodie spots. It's a paradise for anyone who loves to eat. This isn't just a town, it's a culinary theme park. We gave ourselves a challenge to eat at as many different places as we could in 24 hours, and it was insane. For lunch we had the freshest seafood I have ever tasted in my life, literally caught in the ocean that morning and brought straight to our table. We're talking about giant platters of oysters, lobster, and crab. It was $1 million meal. Then for dinner we went to a restaurant that had a Michelin star, and it was one of the most creative and delicious meals I've ever had. This town is playing in the big leagues when it comes to food. But it's not just about fancy restaurants. The whole town is obsessed with food. There's a weekly farmers market where you can get incredible local produce, artisanal cheeses, and homemade bread. We even did a food tour where a guide took us to all these hidden spots to try local specialties. We tried things I can't even pronounce, and every single one was amazing. The passion for good food here is infectious. You can tell that every single person from the fishermen to the chefs cares deeply about creating the best possible food experience. The town itself looks like something out of a fairy tale. It's a maze of narrow, winding streets filled with the most brightly colored buildings you've ever seen. Every house is painted a different, vibrant color, bright pink, sunshine yellow, deep blue. It's like walking through a rainbow. Just exploring the town is an adventure in itself, getting lost in the colorful alleyways and discovering a new amazing cafe or bakery around every single corner. Kinsale is a feast for the eyes and the stomach, and it's a place you absolutely cannot miss. But Kinsale isn't just about food and colors. This town has an epic history of battles and sieges, and the evidence is literally towering over the harbor. We're talking about two massive star-shaped forts that guard the entrance to the town, Charles Fort and James Fort. These things are like something out of a video game. We went to explore Charles Fort and it is absolutely gigantic. It's one of the largest and best preserved military forts in the entire country. It's like the Fort Knox of Ireland, built to be completely indestructible. Walking through Charles Fort is like stepping back in time 300 years. You can explore the massive walls, the old barracks where the soldiers lived, and the cannons that are still pointed out to sea. The scale of it is just mind-blowing. We spent hours just running around the different levels, imagining what it would have been like to defend this place during a massive naval battle. The views from the top of the walls are insane, looking out over the entire harbor and the town of Kinsale. It's a history lesson and an epic adventure all in one. Across the harbor is the older, more ruined James Fort. We took a boat across to explore it and it felt like we were discovering an ancient, forgotten castle. It's much wilder and less restored, so you can climb over the crumbling walls and explore the dark underground passages. It's a completely different vibe from Charles Fort, more mysterious and rugged. Standing there between these two massive forts, you can really feel the strategic importance this place once had. It's a powerful reminder of Ireland's long and dramatic history. So Kinsale is this perfect, unbelievable package. You can spend the morning having the best foodie experience of your life, eating world-class seafood in a colorful town, and then, in the afternoon, you can go explore these massive historic forts and feel like you're in an action movie. It's this incredible combination of gourmet food, vibrant culture, and epic history, all packed into one small, beautiful town. I'm telling you, Kinsale is one of the most underrated and amazing destinations in all of Ireland. You have to add it to your list. Our ninth hidden gem is the Burren in County Clare. It's like landing on another planet. Forget green, grassy Ireland. This place is insane, a vast, empty, mind-blowing landscape. Walking here is a challenge. Watch every step for deep cracks. It's raw, untamed nature. This landscape was formed by glaciers millions of years ago. We even found ancient fossils. But the real mystery is how anything survives here. It looks barren, but it's teeming with life. A desert of stone that's also a garden of life. This seemingly barren landscape hides one of the world's most unique collections of flowers. Arctic, alpine, and Mediterranean plants grow side by side, a nature's glitch scientists are still trying to understand. Exploring these cracks is like a treasure hunt, revealing orchids and rare wildflowers. This fragile ecosystem is a sanctuary for rare species, thriving in a unique environment. Beyond the flowers, ancient megalithic tombs like the Poulnabrone Dolmen stand as testaments to history. The Burren is an open-air museum, a puzzle of nature and human resilience. Our final hidden gem is Carlingford in County Louth, possibly the most underrated spot in Ireland. Nestled between mountains and sea, it's packed with history. There's a medieval castle and ancient abbeys. Get lost in its tiny alleyways and soak in the atmosphere. The centerpiece is Carlingford Castle with breathtaking views. Carlingford feels authentic, unspoiled by tourism. This is the real Ireland, away from the crowds. Carlingford is an absolute playground for adventure. We climbed Slieve Foyer with insane views of the lough, medieval village, and mountains. Carlingford Lough is a hub for water sports. We rented kayaks to explore the coastline. Carlingford is filled with myths and legends. There's even a protected sanctuary for leprechauns. It's a perfect mix of ancient history, adventure, and magic. Carlingford is the complete package and the ultimate hidden gem. And that is it, 10 of the most incredible, mind-blowing hidden gems in all of Ireland. We've explored everything from cliffs taller than skyscrapers to alien planets made of rock, and we've barely scratched the surface. Ireland is full of secrets, and the best ones are always found when you take the road less traveled. I hope this video has inspired you to get out there and find your own adventure, to look beyond the popular spots and discover something truly unique. These are the experiences that you will remember for the rest of your life, I promise you that. This was one of the most insane trips we have ever done, and we have so much more content coming your way. If you want to see more epic travel challenges, more hidden gems from around the world, and more of us doing crazy stuff for your entertainment, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to turn on notifications, because you are not going to want to miss the next video we drop. We're just getting started, and the adventures are only going to get bigger and better from here. Now I want to hear from you, especially all you solo travelers and explorers out there. What is the #1 hidden gem that you've discovered on your travels? It can be anywhere in the world. Drop it in the comments below. I'm going to be reading through every single one, and I might even visit the best spots you guys suggest in a future video. Let's create the ultimate list of travel secrets, right here in the comments. Your secret spot could be my next grand adventure. Thank you all so much for watching. Your support means the world to me and the entire team. Every like, every comment, and every subscription allows us to keep making these insane videos for you. So go on, hit that like button, share this with a friend you want to travel with, and start planning your own epic trip. Until next time, go out there, explore, and make every single moment an adventure. See you in the next video.